What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I had a chance to sit down with Mykel Holliman to talk about his first ever PBA singles title and his first PBA 300. Stay tuned after the intro. All right, so we got Mykel Holliman here. All right, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So before we start, let's just shout out your sponsors right away. Who sponsors Mykel Holliman?
I have Motiv for the ball company, Turbo for the grips. Billy Hardwick's is my home center, and then I have the Greater Ozarks Pro Shop with Kevin
Nice.
Williams.
And home is where?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Best barbecue in the world, right?
Oh, it's always good. My
No,
fiance.
what?
She's from Louisiana.
Well, I've never been to Tennessee. I've been to Louisiana, but I've heard it. Yeah. So you had a pretty good weekend this weekend, huh?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. So tell us all about it. You won your first singles title. So give us all the details. How'd it go?
Well, originally wasn't even supposed to bowl it. I had something else go on. I was supposed to go bowl it. I think it was in Texas, but instead I was like, I want to go bowl a regional. Something I haven't done in a while since I haven't bowled since December regionals with Pete. And I text Pete McCorrick, asked him to sign me up. So I go bowl. Practice session was okay. I didn't have the greatest look. And then we come in. I had to bowl B squad. Bowling center was hot.
Oh.
But it was. Everybody was sweating. But it's a metal building. 98 degrees outside. It wasn't pleasant.
No, it doesn't sound
fun. We bowled, and I think the last 5 minutes of practice, I threw my combat tank, and I hit it with 1,000. Yep, ball's just it is. I hit it with 1,000, tried to play up the gutter, and I had a look. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna try this, and I ended up averaging 230, 238 Saturday bowling for the 8 games.
Well.
And then Sunday morning, I said I'm gonna do the same thing. Hit it with 1,000, brush it up, and then the last game I shot 230 or whatever, but Baldy passed me. He shot 290.
Wow.
Anthony Lavery shot 260. So I dropped a third. And I was just like, it's 8 more games around robin, whatever. Well, it was funny. In game 1, I shot 240 and I lost round robin, and Baldy shot, I think Baldy shot 270 and won.
Wow.
So
271?
Yeah, 279. Oh, he shot 279 and won.
Oh, 279. I thought you said 271. I was like, wait, that's a different conversation.
And so he jumped me by 100.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, man. And then the next game I shot 270 and won, but he shot 240 and won. So I only gained 30 points. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to catch him some point.
Right. Chip away.
And I think game 4, I had to bowl Stu, and I ended up shooting 300 against Stu.
Now that was your first PBA 300, right?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of firsts that day.
Yeah.
And then I bowled Stu. I shot 300 and won that match. And Maldy shot 210 and lost.
Wow.
So I gained my 100 pins back. And then after that, the right side just looked bad. Except Maldy. I mean, Maldy made it look easier than what the other righties did.
Now, was he playing him straight, or was he hooking it quite a bit?
He was slow hooking it with I believe a beast.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Maldonado, when he can get in and slow hook it, he's tough to beat. Yeah.
Yep. And then I had to bowl him back-to-back games, and we got to the final. Before the final match, I had to bowl him in the match play anyway. And it came down to it. We had to bowl in 17, 18, and 18 for the left side. The rack was it was impossible. So I re-racked twice already. I couldn't do it again, and I needed to in the 9th on that lane, but it didn't happen, and I flat 7'd. Maldy goes Brooklyn in the 9th and throws 3 good in the 10th and beats me by 1.
Oh my God.
So now my lead went from 90 to 60, which, it's still
Still
okay.
pretty
I mean,
good, yeah.
so that's a 30-pin bonus. And then I told my fiance, I was like, as long as I don't catch the pairs 5 and 6 and 17, 18 for the position round, I'm okay. Which we bowled on 9 and 10. I was like, cool. I was like, so I started off with a double. I think Maldy started a little slow. Then Maldy throws 5-bagger. Well, I throw a 5-bagger with him.
Nice.
And just in the 9th frame, I struck, and I kind of knew, like, even if I opened, yeah. So after that, I knew after I threw 5 in a row, Maldy can only shoot 250, and even if I split in the 10th somehow, I shoot 240. So I knew I had it locked up. Now it's just trying to just take deep breaths and not try to be too emotional.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I did that when I won the doubles. I was a little more emotional, but that's different.
That's your first title, yeah.
And that was a doubles title, and also that was I think the week of my dad's birthday that passed a few years ago.
And I mean, you had a pretty good doubles partner. I mean,
yeah, Weber's not bad.
No, he's no slouch. So that was your first and his like 80th, a millionth title, yeah.
He didn't even know it was my first.
Oh my God, probably for the best. He probably would have been
I
teasing
see him
you
all the time.
Yeah,
I see him almost every other weekend because I drive to Missouri a bunch.
So I wasn't in the stands, but I was watching the Masters when it was here in Las Vegas, and I was like, man, this kid throws it freaking good, man. So how do you go from Masters runner-up, right? How'd you end up on Motiv staff, if you don't mind sharing with everybody?
I got to the point to where when EBI got bought out, I just didn't know how to go about it, especially me losing my rep, Mike Snellbaker, which I know he's in Vegas.
Yeah.
He, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have got what I did for EBI. He talked so much about me, and some people didn't believe in me and didn't want to give me certain things because they didn't think I was worth it. So, when Snellbaker told me he lost his job, I didn't know what to do in a way. And then Brett reached out to me in December and asked me, and actually the funny part is I told Brett no to start.
Oh, wow.
I threw the balls for a day, and I went to a center in Memphis that's really bad. And I called Gary Faulkner, who's also here in Memphis with me, and asked him to go practice with me with the stuff. And we practiced for 6 hours.
Wow.
At least it felt like. And just I learned the stuff. I really liked what I saw. And I was a part of Brunswick 3 years before I was with EBI.
Okay.
And I didn't like the way I was treated then. And I was just something I was scared of doing. I just didn't know how it would go. So I just, I wanted to try something different. I didn't want to go back.
And I'm sure the guys at Motiv are extremely happy to have you.
And oh man, I talk to Brett and Nick almost every other day, if not every day.
That's
awesome.
It's
just like it's a different team.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually feel part of the team. I talk to like everybody. I talk to AJ. I talk to EJ. So
we're a much smaller group too. I mean, I think on our staff page there's only we
don't have 200 people.
Yeah, I mean our staff page is tiny compared to other companies, so it's easier to reach out to all the other players. So you're liking the stuff then?
Thing with EBI and Brunswick. Oh yeah, with EBI and Brunswick, I just that with all them people taking, everybody's gonna be 1,500 staffers. There's no way.
Minimum, yeah.
And I'm not as big as Tommy, Bill.
Well, not yet.
Maldy. I mean, not yet, but I just didn't want to take the risk. I wanted to try something new, something I haven't done in the last few years. I love what I got. I love the group. I love my reps. Me and Brett kid around all the time about certain balls.
That's good.
Just because that's just how we are. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been on staff now since when?
More or less. January.
Since January. Okay. So you've got a chance to throw some of the stuff. What would you say is your favorite ball right now, besides this one?
That one's probably my favorite on short.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think the Alpha is probably my favorite between the Alpha and the Tank Blitz,
The Alpha
which is
is
what you got next to you.
pretty good. I'm sure if I asked Wesley, he'd say he likes the Alpha a little bit too.
Yeah, he was. I watched him this weekend, and he just couldn't understand how I was doing what I was doing, but he couldn't do it.
So the turn. I don't mean to go back to this tournament this weekend, but so you threw this combat the entire time?
For 21 games, I threw my Rampage, probably a total of 7 shots on a pair that was tighter.
Okay.
But other than that, I didn't throw nothing combat.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the combat tank. I really wish it wasn't an LE. I have one drilled and one undrilled one at home, but I really wish it was not an LE ball. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yep, I have that one. I have another one, and then I have a blank one.
nice, nice, nice. So your Masters second place finish. How do you think that helped you in clutch situations or in nervous situations where you need a hit or anything like that?
Um, it helped a bunch. The funny part is with the Masters is I wasn't when we got on TV. I wasn't nervous. Everybody's asked me, "You didn't look nervous or nothing." I was like, I didn't feel it. My nerves went away during the match play
Really?
because that was just bowling against all those guys for the first time. Oh yeah, it was just bowling all those guys for the first time was made it nerves for me.
Wow.
Um, and just showing what I can do against them, just kind of eliminated. And then probably as much pain my thumb was in from the weekend, it probably helped too.
You loft the ball quite a bit, right? And is that intentional? And how far you loft it is that like is there like a reasoning behind that, or is just something that just always happened?
So for the righties, they do it to get past the dry. For
Correct.
me, sometimes when I do it, it's because I can't slow down. So my way of slowing down is lofting through the front.
Okay.
It's weird, and it's something that I learned to do. My practice a bunch on doing. I can like loft between the left gutters, the right gutter, the middle part of the lane.
Wow.
Whatever I have to do, just something I've learned because I don't understand why I can't slow down, but it's something I'm trying to work on now.
Yeah.
But that's like Sunday for the title. I had those a few pairs I needed to slow down. I loft through the front of the lane just to throw the ball even slower.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, personally, I don't think it's weird at all. The beautiful thing about bowling is that you throw the ball different than me. I throw the ball different than EJ, different than AJ, and how you can knock down 10 pins is all that matters. You know what I
No
mean?
matter how they fall.
So what's next for Mykel Holliman?
Um, I have a bunch of like tournaments that are coming around the Arkansas area. Um, Other than that, I'm just trying to get ready. I guess hear the news for the World Series. I was told this weekend it may start in October,
Okay.
which I think it's going to be back in Maine because that's where
Yeah,
everybody else is going to be.
that's what I heard, that it was not going to come back to Vegas. You
Yeah,
know.
I heard South Point wasn't just because all the virus stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big fan of going to Maine. I mean, that's a long way from here,
Yeah, I
but
bet.
we'll have to see. I mean, I really liked my look in Vegas, but
Well, I
I mean,
mean, not to lefty bash or anything, but a lefty in the plaza is hard to beat, man.
so I mean, whenever we get to go back, will be cool. I know who my 2 matches will be because I have to bowl the cheetah, and I remember my bracket really well.
Oh, I bet.
I'll have to bowl Cal Troop to start.
Oh, Kyle Troop on Cheetah's tough.
Yeah, and then if I can get past Kyle, I bowl the winners of Matt McNeil and Sean Rash.
Wow. No slouches there either.
Nope.
No. But the good thing is, even though it is a long way from where you're at, you're guaranteed money because.
Yeah, they sent us a check already for that.
Oh, okay.
Just
So
in case. Just in case we didn't get to resume, they sent us all the minimum whatever we would get.
okay, so you can only make more money. So that's not terrible.
Yeah.
So Mykel, what would you say your
No,
strength and
not
your
at all.
weaknesses are on the lane?
weakness by far is throwing it slower.
Yeah.
By far, that's my biggest weakness by far. Strength, trying, being able to play further than the other lefties, being able to
Yes.
loft through the front. I have a weird rotation where I can spin the ball through the front, and something that some of the lefties can't do. So when they're drying up, like how they were this weekend on the gutter, I can just spin it through it, and my ball won't do anything stupid.
That's right. Spin it to win it.
Spin it to win it.
So speaking of, spinning it and whatnot, do you know off the top of your head what your PAP and rev rate is, your axis rotation on any given shot?
No, I changed my fit. I would say 3 weeks ago with Kevin, because I was whenever we took the virus break, my hand would not stop busting open and hurting.
Oh yeah.
I know I used to think my PAP was really like two. It was like two over 1 3/4 up.
Okay.
It was really small. I know it jumped a whole another inch. I know it's three. I think it's three over 9/16 up.
Okay.
If I believe correctly. I know my rev rate is 490 to 5. I couldn't tell you on that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't pay attention to all that stuff.
Okay. Just get lined up and throw strikes.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Kevin with layouts on stuff I want to do, even though I have no clue how to lay a ball out. But I know what I want the ball to do, and I know where I want my
Yeah.
pins.
Yeah.
So,
I want the pin here. I want the CG here.
yeah, so I know that part. But so I let Kevin do the rest, and I went to him. I think starting a little over a month ago, and man, it's just been
Now,
a different.
Kevin, you mean Kevin Williams, right?
Yep, two-hand
Cool.
lefty.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I see he's calling out everyone on Facebook. He just called you out. I just saw a video.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was it was pretty cool. Well, Mykel,
Came up with the idea.
I think that's all I got for you, bud. Is there anything you want to let the Motiv fans know before we sign off?
Just I know the everybody's excited for this new Jackal coming out, the three
Ooh,
colors.
the Jackal Flash, it looks good, man.
So
I mean,
just everybody get ready for it.
Absolutely.
I think me and Brett are gonna eventually try to do some different stuff sometime down the road, whenever I can meet up with him again.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. So just trying to get everything situated.
I've only seen Brett throw the ball, and I think we saw a video of Nick throwing the ball, and man, it looks good from both sides of the lane.
Brett talks to me a bunch about it, and because I'm a big fan of my Jackals, except the gold one. I have a bunch of them.
The gold Jackal wasn't terrible. For me personally, when I think of an asymmetrical pearl, I don't think of something that's as smooth as that gold Jackal. But when I can get straight with it, it was really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to this Jackal Flash.
For maybe a game before I got rid of it.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of the Alpha. I'm a big fan of my Ghost.
Yeah, I mean they've all been really good.
I'm also the weird one. I don't like a single venom. So, but that's normally how it goes. When half our team likes a ball.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sorry, I can't post this video now. You don't like a Venom Shock, No, it is funny because I'm kind of the same way. There's certain balls that people just don't like, and I've always been really like, for example, the Octane Carbon. I know that was before you were on staff, but that ball, a lot of people didn't really love it. One of my favorite balls ever.
That was the blue one, right?
No, it was the Carbon was the red one. It's the one that EJ threw at the World Championships.
Oh, okay. I got the original Octane.
Yeah, I have one of those undrilled stashed. I gotta speaking of stash, do you have any stash of gems?
I have, as in from Motiv or from anything.
Well, let's stick with Motiv for now.
Motiv, I have the Rogue Blade. I have the T10.
Okay.
I have the Assassin. I have a bunch of Rampages stacked up. I'm about to get They're not going to be undrilled, but I'm about to get a bunch of balls from a guy that I know from Missouri. I'm getting that. I don't know what all the names are because that was before I was on the staff.
Yeah.
I know everybody's talking to me about that purple Revolt. I think it's the
Yeah.
Havoc.
The Havoc, yeah, that's a good one. If you like big, slow bowling balls, that's a good one. Yeah.
That one, a primal. I got a primal rage. And I bought like 5 balls from the guy, and I can't remember. I sent him to Brett before I bought them and asked Brett what I think. I know one was the Sigma.
Oh, Sigma Tour?
I just don't know the names of them.
Was it
I think it was green.
it was what now?
I think it was green.
Oh yeah, then there was the Sigma
Green
Sting.
and like it was like a lime green and dark.
Yeah, Sigma Sting is
it.
yeah. So in my stash, I have an undrilled original Octane. I have a Thrash undrilled that Brett's eyeing. But all right, Mykel, we'll catch you next time, and I wish you good luck in the future. I hope many more titles. You know, I hope this is just the beginning.
Hope
You
to
know,
see you sometime.
that what?
Yep, I agree. And I hope to see you sometime.
Hey, anytime you're in Vegas, Chipotle or Cafe Rio. If you're in Vegas and Brett's here, it has to be Cafe Rio. But you know, next time.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Take care.
See you later.